Real estate motivated. Today we're going to be talking about house hacking. What is house hacking? I'm pretty sure you've seen it on Instagram, you've seen it on other YouTube channels, and they make it seem so feasible and easy. Well, it's not, but if done correctly and you follow all these steps in this video from step 1 to step 5, you'll be good to go. Listen, what is house hacking? House hacking is if you want to purchase a multifamily property and you live in one of the units, rent out the other units, and that income from those rental units pay for your mortgage plus. Now, a lot of things go into place that can kind of throw you off, but have no fear. I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. So, a lot of things you want to look at. You want to look at location. You want to make sure it's in an ideal location for the rents that you're estimating and that you're looking at. So you could be looking at sites like Rent-A-Meter, sites like Apartments.com. You know, if you're looking for long term, those are some of the best sites as well. Now, if you're looking for something that's short term, you do have to have more of an initial. What's going on here? What's going on with my brain? More of an initial investment into it if you're going to go the short-term route. So you're going to have to pay money to furnish it. You're going to have to pay money to list it. So if you're on sites like, I'm giving a lot of free game here. So if you're on sites like Furnish Finder, which is my favorite site, you have to pay an initial $100 and then you're able to list the property. And at Furnish Finder, you'll be able to list those properties to professionals. So there'll be traveling professionals who are in for work. They're in for 3 months, 6 months, you know, just something like that. More of a, I don't want to say mature, but it's just more of a professional-based rental tenant versus an Airbnb. You know, if you're traveling, if you're going out of town, you know, you come down here for a New Orleans Saints game, you may do Airbnb. You know, it's a different kind of vibe. You know, you're going for a game, so you know you're going to play, have fun. Versus if you're looking for someone to lay your head, a safe space. You know, it's different, and that's a different kind of tenant. So yeah, really, man. I mean, and this is just me really on my expertise for the past couple of months. And shout out to my property manager, Tailor, who's been helping me with furnishing my rental unit, and not only doing that, but also helping me, you know, find great tenants. And she's been great so far. So shout out to her. All right, back to me. So I just want to say, yeah, man, if you're interested in, you know, learning more about a rehab, I recently just finished the rehab that I'm house hacking right now, and I share content on that one from point A to point B, and it really just got everything. And now I'm living in there now, so I live in one side of my family, and the other side I am renting to traveling professionals. Had a couple nurses in there, so yeah, man, it's been really good. I've been using Furnish Finder. This is not a paid advertisement by any chance. It could be, but it's not. As of today, it is not. Just want to let them know I'm just really just passionate about real estate and just really just sharing what I'm going through in real estate. So yeah, it's been working for me. So yeah, we're just gonna, you know, go over some numbers, go over some things about this house hacking thing, and yeah, check it out. Like, subscribe this video, share it. Let me know in the comments if you have any more suggestions. But yeah, we're gonna get into a pro forma. It's gonna be a basic model. This basic model is more of what we call a back of the envelope, something quick in a hurry. You know, you want to run those numbers. If you're a real estate agent, sends you a property, you want to make sure the numbers work. Yeah, so I have this accessible via email. You can hit me in the comments if you want a copy of it. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let's get into it. Let's run these numbers and let's tackle house hacking. Real estate motivated, let's get into it. So just to confirm, we are going to be talking about house hacking. We are jumping into, let's just do a fourplex. So house hacking a fourplex. So really what made me really want to break this down is really when you're house hacking, you know, or really when you're researching it, all you hear about is someone, oh, live rent free, live mortgage free. But you have to do it strategically just to be able to actually live. So the numbers have to work, the rents have to work. So what we're going to do now is just run through a couple of these numbers, and this is going to be a basic pro forma. This is like what they call a back of the envelope pro forma. So this is really when like your realtor sends you a deal, or you find a deal, you want to type in the numbers quick, you know, PTI, you know, principal, interest, taxes, all that. You want to do, you know, your basic rental income versus, you know, your operating expenses. We're going to get into all that. So this is only a basic pro forma. We're gonna be doing, more intermediate and difficult ones, but for now, just relax. We're gonna jump into it. So let's jump into this one for this fourplex. Yeah. So we're gonna be going over. We're gonna have two different scenarios. First one's gonna be when you're going with a long-term tenant, and the second scenario is if you're looking for a short-term tenant. And what I mean by short-term tenant is if you want to go with more of like Airbnb, if you want to go with a French Finder, which I love. We'll go over their site. Yeah. So let's jump into it and let's get into it. Okay. So let's say you found a fourplex. Purchase price is $590,000, and you're going to be putting 20% down. 20% down for your down payment. That is going to be 118 grand. Hey, I don't know how you got that 118 grand, or if you saved up, or if it was a gift. Look, man, look, congrats. You're on your way to financial freedom. So stand on topic. Let's see. So and I just really just wanted to have these two different options just to show you how crazy this is with the interest rate. So if you were able to have a lock in a 3.5 interest rate prior to maybe like let's say 3 months ago, your monthly PITI, which is principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, would be $3,221 versus today. The average interest rate around across the country is 6.1, and your PTI, which is your monthly mortgage payment, would be $3,962. Bro, that's what? If I'm good with my numbers, that's 741. Let's see. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, so that's $741 of a difference, man. That's two different car notes. That's literally like a whole different mortgage for another property. But but a lot of the things that a lot of people are doing now is they're just jumping on the property and they're just saving it because they know that's really the ceiling of how much they'll pay because they know as interest rates go down, they'll just refinance it out and get it lower. So, I mean, if you got that extra capital, you can do it. So, do it. But we're gonna be deleting this. This is the option. So we are looking at. Let's see. It's gonna bother me, so let me get it out of there. Cool. Let's get into the numbers. So, as I said, you are buying a fourplex right now, which means you're gonna house hack and rent out the other three. Let's say two units came back vacant, but one has an elderly woman who's been in for the past 25 years, and she's been paying $650. I mean, and this is very, very common, so don't think I'm just going crazy right now. So let's plan just saying 650. Now, let's say for the other two units, you went on. Let's say you went on. And right, remember, right now we're focusing on long term. So let's say right now you went on rent a meter. Let's say okay. Let's say you went on rent a meter, and they're gonna get paid for that. Come on, man. Acting like that rent a meter. Let's see. Actually, I love this site though. It's really usually really precise. Let's see. So let's go on Redfin. Going on Redfin. I just want to get it kind of as real as possible. Also good. Put in the world ones. 7017. Okay, yeah. Let's just do this one. Just grab this one. So. Rental meter. Let's say we don't know. So let's say we're looking at 2 beds, or we have 1 bath. Let's see what we're looking at. Average rent is $1,783. It's not bad. 1783. All right, cool. So, what do we got? All right, so we're going back. Cool. So we got our numbers for the other two. So market rent is going for 1783. So let's say you sell at 1750. So we got 1750. So grandma is getting a sweet deal, bro. You know what I mean? So and let's say you want to be generous and you want to pay just $100 towards the principal per month. So that brings the total rental income for this fourplex at $4,250. Annual income is 51,000. Not bad, not bad. Okay, okay. Let's see. All right. Cool. So water and trash for this, let's say water and trash is 150. Internet is zero because it's long term tenants are responsible for their own internet. And your PSCI is going to be down here. So we're going to add 3,962 bucks. Let me slow down a little bit because when I get these numbers, man, I can just praise a little bit. So cleaning, there's no cleaning because it's long term. You're responsible for your own cleaning, reserves and maintenance. So let's say you're saving 10%. So monthly rent. Ooh, boy, that's a lot, huh? 425 for reserves and maintenance. Let me lower that. Lower that. Vacancy rate. So your vacancy rate can be, I've seen anywhere, depending on the size of the development, you can do anywhere between 5 to 10%. Let's just keep it simple. Let's just do 5. So we're just gonna copy that 5, put that 5 right there. So vacancy rate. Vacancy rate is pretty much, I mean, self-explanatory. That's when one of the units are vacant, when someone's moving out during that time, or you know what I mean, just something like that. Oh yeah. So monthly 10. Management fee. So how do we jump into this? So I mean, really, you can really hire your own property manager. Usually, typically the fee will range from 10% to 15%, depending on the size of the development. If you have a close relationship, you probably can squeeze it down to 8%. But I don't suggest that because property management is a whole lot. But what I do suggest is you can also really create your own company, your own property management company. So, and that's a whole nother business that you could create, and you could also build a business credit for it. You could also, just establish that business as a whole additional income. And as you grow in your portfolio, that's a whole other income that'll be growing with you. Kind of working kind of small, not hard. But property management is a lot. I do check out my interview with Keetris Bourgeois. She is a property manager, among other things, and she goes into details. Also, check out my interview with Ashley Creighton, going over just a lot of property management stuff. It is a lot. Yeah, man, I would suggest anybody starting out their first property to definitely just get a property management off the bat, just because they know, just they don't get used to not having to give up that 10%. See what I'm saying? It's just easier just to be able to give that up before an actual begin versus if you're gonna do it later. So yeah, let's say property management is 10%. You making any money, bro? Like, are you in a hole right now? You in a hole, my man. It's not might be a good deal for you, man. Looking at it, for real. Let's see what we got with these numbers, man. Yeah, bro. What's the difference we looking at? What's the difference, bro? 712 bucks. Yeah, this is not a great deal, especially if you're doing the long term. And we know what is crazy is actually because what we were looking at, if you were able to get that 3.5% interest rate, you would have been able to skate it. Because what was it, 741? So really, dang, you would have been cash flowing $29, which is, all in, it's not bad at all. That's crazy, just how that interest rate plays out. But let's see. And remember, this is just the basic of the basic pro forma. So what we're looking at right here. Gross income 51,000. Vacancy rate. Let's change that vacancy rate. That vacancy rate is going to be, we agreed on 5%. 5%. So, and this is just really like a second phase of you just going over your operating expenses and confirming all your original numbers. And this is more of it from doing like a monthly number to doing a annual number times 12. Zero cleaning, zero reserves maintenance. Looking at what we're doing for, I think we're doing 5% for reserves and maintenance. Looking at vacancy rate. Well, we can take vacancy rate out because we have it at the top. Management. My professors at Tulane probably would be like judging this performance right now. But look, this is just a quick, easy, unit rush is doing something. I want to keep it as basic as possible. We are going to be jumping into more of like the complicated pro formas with like tax credits and waterfalls and things like that. But let's just keep it simple for now. Okay, let's just keep it chill. So, what are we looking at? We're looking at management fee. What was that management fee? 425 times 12. Gotcha. So, and just to go back up here, right here, where I'm at, right here. So, the annual increase in rent is going to be 2%. Yeah. So, that first year, you're looking at $51,000. Next year, you're looking at $52,000.20. Yeah. So, yep. And since you're doing 5% of your gross income for your vacancy rate, that'll grow as well. It'll still be 5%, but that number will fluctuate as your income grows. Look. As well as your operating expenses as well. So there we go. We just focus on year one. Just keeping it simple. Da. So yeah, net operating income. It's not bad. Wait. Yeah, man. I'm looking, and I'm like, come on, man. Yeah. So, net operating income. So, yeah, man. What's going on with my numbers right now? So, yeah. No. Reserves and maintenance times 12. Yeah. Yeah. So, looking at this, yeah, man, you're in the hole. So, you're really not in the hole. You really didn't just buy right. So So let's just go over this. Yeah, because I'm doing these numbers and I'm communicating with you guys, and yeah, we got lost in the sauce a little bit, but let's back on track. This is still a hard deal. So, looking at we're going to be focusing on year one. So let's just block that out, block that out, block that out. So year one gross income $51,000. Your vacancy rate is going to be 5%, which is $2,550, which would leave your effective gross income to be $48,450. So now this is before your expenses, so your operating expenses. So this is going to be water and trash, your mortgage payments, your cable subscriptions, cleaning, reserves. So yeah, so this is you're doing long term tenants. So the main thing you're gonna be focusing on is water and trash. You're gonna be focusing on water and trash and the other utilities like the electricity bill the tenants will pay. And let's just say you're only paying water and trash because you bought this building and it only had one water line. So, but if you can buy one with multiple. Yeah, so your mortgage payments for that year, you're looking at, yep, $47,544. Reserves, you are putting 2,550, which is 5%. That was kind of conservative a little bit, but yeah, your management fee for your property management is $5,100. Those reserves should definitely be more, but this is just a quick scenario, so I'm gonna really write like that. But yeah, so this means looks like you would be coming out of pocket $8,554, which in reality, if you divide that by 12, you'll be back to that original number, which is the difference, which is $712 per month. So yeah, we did that correctly. So this number equals this number. Yeah, so we're good. We did that. I'll be on it. I'll be on it. So yep. So that's how much you have to come out of pocket: $712 to cover everything to make sure you're good. And this is like I did the reserves low at 5% because we're basing this off of like a new construction, like a newer build. If this was an older home, it would definitely have to be like double that, and that'll put you even more on a hold. Where we at? So, yep, that's it. You can do a long term tenant, but you're not living mortgage free. You're not officially house hacking. You know what I mean? So you have someone helping you, assisting you pay your mortgage, but you're still coming out of pocket. I mean, $712 isn't a lot, especially if you're coming up from like markets where your rent is 3,000 or you know what I mean. So it's not nothing that's like extremely crazy, but you're not living that true house hacking rent free. So let's jump into short term. My favorite. My favorite. Let's go. So let's say you're weighing your options and you want to short term. Where do you start? So what you want to do is you want to go on Airbnb. And you also want to go on Furnish Finder. So you can let's use the same address. What was that? 7017 for that zip code. So let's go on Furnish Finder. What I like about Furnish Finder is it's more of a traveling professionals, more, you know, I would say it's a different crowd versus like an Airbnb crowd. If you're going out of town for like you come to, let's say you come to Baton Rouge for LSU game, or you're going to New Orleans for a New Orleans Saints game, you going there for a certain kind of vibe, a certain kind of atmosphere. You know what I mean? Versus if you're going to French Finder, which is going to be like traveling professionals, traveling nurses, traveling doctors, city officials, just things like that. Majority of the time they just come in and out. They want someone to lay their head, a nice place, a safe place. So it's a different crowd. And I really love how they just have it user friendly. Yeah, man. So let's see. Enough me, enough about amount. So let's see if it let me do the zip code. Let's see. Let's do first quarter. We're not doing it. And some people can actually do rooms. I've seen some people do rooms, but we're not focusing on that. We're not doing that right now. We're gonna say an entire unit. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Looking for one that really matches. Okay, okay. I feel like with this one. I don't know who this is, but hey, we're giving you some promo, you know? What you got? What you got? Two bedrooms, 1.5 beds. I think this one can get more. So you can just use this one as an example. And also what you can do is you can go on apartments.com as well and just type in your zip code and be able to just search and see exactly what you are comparing to in your market. But let's roll with Furnish Finder and let's just say you can get 2,700. Remember, you have grandma in that unit. So let's say we go to her grandma. Let's say, hey, we're gonna give you a stipend. So we're gonna give you $5,000 to relocate and help you transition to another place, so we can remodel it up and upgrade the unit. So that's gonna add 5,000 to the startup cost for this one. And I mean, this is just a fun scenario. Yeah, you might not have a problem with it, or you might be lucky and just you know not have anyone that you have to worry about. Let's see, let's see. Tenant location, right? Furnishing a unit. So that means really you putting furniture in there. Really like beds, rugs, towels. That full turnkey plus. Really, where you could just come in, lay their head, and go to work, and then go to sleep. So let's say I like to do a certain percentage. So let's go to the rental rate, see what your potential is, and do a certain percentage of that to know exactly how much you should spend on furnishing. So let's say you can 2,700 a month, 2,700 a month for each one. And let's say you're not putting nada, nothing, even rent free for real. So let's see, boom, boom, boom. So you are looking at $8,100 per month. All right, so let's say water and trash, you're looking at 150 still. Internet, remember this is short term, so you're providing everything. So let's say you got, a cool little package on the internet, looking at 250, 250. And what we were looking at for mortgage, um, cable, subscriptions, I already did well. I like how that's worded better. But so we'll do 250 and take it up here. So cleaning. So usually cleanings can be 150 per unit. So since you're only going to be doing 3 units out of the four, excluding yours, looking at 450. So we're looking at for reserves. And you definitely need reserves with short term, just because you may have like off month or off season where people aren't traveling or they're transitioning from summer to school. What I mean, so with those little gaps. Yeah. And we're not even gonna talk about like a pandemic or something like that. That's a whole other thing. But let's stay positive and really focus on these numbers. Let's see. Let's see. Reserves. Let's see, you want to do 5% vacancy rate. The same. So, you're looking at 5%. Quick, huh? Monthly expenses. Very cool. So, so just to go over some things before we head over to the income and operating expenses for the annual year, we are looking at $8,100 of potential rental income per month, and we are going out of pocket. Looks like $9,000 and 50 cents. $9,000. 9,050. What is wrong with me? And why is this hurting me so bad? $9,050.00. So tenant relocation will be getting grandma out of there for 5,000, and we're gonna furnish it. So since we're potential of getting $8,100, we're gonna spend half of that and spend 4 grand on furnishing. This is very possible. Everything does not have to be brand new. You can go to different stores, Walmart, Target, Amazon. That is definitely a really good budget with furnishing something. So, gotcha. So we're gonna move over here to annual income. And we're not gonna focus on year two. The vacancy rate was 5%. 5%. So yeah, I mean, really, you already kind of like really got the gist of it. I'm really just this is just a quick way of really you just making sure your numbers convert and equal from a monthly standpoint to an annual standpoint. So really, that's really it. So we're just gonna run through this real quick. So we're looking at descriptions 250. And then we're looking at and remember, like you see, like a cleaning company is getting $5,400 per year, and you see the management fee is getting. Let's see how much is management fee is getting. Management fee is getting $9,720 per year. These are companies that you can, you know, really like create and just build this system to where you have it, and it's just building credit and building credit, not only personal credit but your business credit, and just able to grow. You know what I mean? Just interrogate those things inside of this, this portfolio that you amassing and creating. So, do. Let's see. Oh yeah, what was that vacancy rate? Vacancy rate 404 times 12. Reserves 405 times 12. What are you looking at? Yeah, I mean, look, cash flowing $15,156. That's not bad at all. And this is really just living rent free. So really, I mean, this isn't bad at all. I mean, if you have the startup costs, for the tenant relocation and the furnishing, and remember, this is going. These numbers are just you can play around with these numbers, especially if you have 15 grand of potential net operating income. I mean, you can play around. Your numbers can be off a little bit, or you know what I mean. I try to keep my numbers conservative, just to where you can beat it. I mean, so you'll be winning either way. But yeah, man, this is house hacking, and it's so much going on online, like Instagram and YouTube, and you don't really know. Hey, is this real? Is it really worth it? So look, this is your way to like run these numbers. I'm gonna keep this this basic model pro forma in my email. If you want it, comment your email or email me, and yeah, I'll send this over to you. But yes, this is house hacking, and yeah, we killed it. Great job. And also like, subscribe. Show your boy some love. Show me some love. You know what I mean? I love you showing this information in these real life scenarios of real estate. So yeah, man, let's keep it going. I got a couple of videos. I'm trying to do 2 to 3 videos per week next month. Let's get it. I'm trying to get into it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to like Lil Wayne 08. I'm trying to get it. Listen, like, subscribe, notification bell, all that.